I'm back. It's been a minute. It's been like almost a year already. And the reason why, well, now I found a different purpose on filming right now. As many of you guys know, I did start making videos, like I said before, like a year ago. But around that time, I was just, making it just for fun. I didn't really have like a main purpose. But this time I actually do have a purpose, and the reason why I'm making some videos right now. The reason why I just, I want to put up an example for many people out there in the same age as me, because of like all the obstacles I've been through and how I overcome them, and overall all the lessons I've been learning, all the lessons I've learned throughout my career and just working overall, and life, and spiritually, financially, emotionally, all through those. And I just want to put up an example for you guys to help you guys out and have like a like a certain example. So yeah, but today it's gonna be a busy day. I'm going to the gym right now, and then I have an adjuster meeting after this, and after the adjuster meeting I got work from 12. Well, who knows how long this adjuster meeting is gonna be, but I'm gonna go to work and then get out at 8 p.m. and that's basically my whole day. But yeah, well, what I do for work, what I used to do what I'm doing right now is I'm doing both things, trauma restoration. And what that is, I go door to door with in areas where there was a storm happen, like a hailstorm. And then the reason why I go to those areas where there's hailstorm, because insurance pays for roofs that were damaged by weather conditions. So that's why. And right now, all we do is just make a claim through the insurance. The insurance comes out. I do an adjuster meeting, which I'm gonna show you guys right now how it is, and see if we can get that approved. And when it's approved, is when the adjuster pays for the whole roof, and we install it ourselves, and I get commission out of that. So that's how it works. And then after that, I have my other job, which is the same company, but it's Trans Solar. And what I do, I just be in phone calls, set up appointments for solar consulting, and then that's basically it. It's nothing too crazy. But yeah, a little thing that I remember myself, I would never think I would work something like this, because I don't know, I felt like I have a problem speaking with people, and I think that's like something, a disadvantage for me with the workplace. But what I told myself and what I've learned is that you sometimes gotta put yourself in situations that you never thought you would ever be in. And I could have, I could justify myself and say, hey, I can't do this because I don't know how to talk, or because I have a problem, stuttering every single time I talk to people or have a conversation, and not be fully confident. But then I remember, I'm gonna go a little bit more Christian right now. I remember Moses. I don't know if you guys know who Moses is. He's the one that made the Israelites escape Egypt because they were slaves. And at that time, God, gave Moses, a mission to, get those Israelites out of Egypt. And the only way to do it is, talk to the Pharaoh, tell them to, let them be free. And Moses told God, he's like, hey God, the only thing is that I can't really speak that well, and I have I stutter. When he said that, God didn't try to help him understand, but he just said, hey, as long as you're with me, you will succeed, or you will be able to get those words across. So that's why I always got put my mental every single time I go door to door and I feel like unconfident. I just know that Christ is with me, and always gotta keep him first. And I've been working out. I have so many testimonies through every obstacle that I felt like unconfident, and you know, I just pray and praise him, and the outcome just, you know, comes in a miracle, and that all goes through God. And you know, I'm sorry, but I just have to put that. I had to implement some spiritual things, because honestly, it's helped me a lot, and I hope it can help others a lot out there too. So yeah, but I'll see you guys when I'm going to my adjustment meeting. Let's hit this workout. I'm gonna head back and by. I'm gonna be a little bit honest. I haven't been sorry about that. I'm driving right now. But I'm gonna be totally honest. I haven't been that focused. I haven't been in the gym, you know, every single day like I supposed to. And I haven't been eating healthy, nothing like that, because you know, I love food. And overall, I just tell myself, like, it's me versus me at the end of the day. Like, if I do want it, I gotta do some sacrifices, which, you know, control my eating, and also wake up and go to the gym. But yeah, I'll see you guys soon.
Did you mark that?
Yeah, that was me right now.
Oh.
Alright, adjustment meeting is done. I don't know if you can see me, but yeah, got that done out of the way. Now I'm headed to work, to the office, and get some stuff done. Get these clients, you know, let's make money. Overall, the adjustment meeting went kind of well. The adjuster told me that it's gonna go under their deductible, which means that they're not gonna pay for a lot of things, but we'll find a way. We always find a way. That's how we work. But to start off, you know, the reason why I'm making this video is just that, or you know, starting this journey, or overall, yeah, this journey, is because, you know, I've always had that feeling to, you know, put myself out there and help people out, to not make the mistakes that I've made. But at the end of the day, I always tell myself, you have to make those mistakes in order to grow. For example, about a year ago today, but about a year ago, I got in a car crash, and then from there, I've never, like, you know, have been through a tough situation before like that. I had to resolve some problems myself sometimes, and, you know, do adult things that I never thought I would do. It's like a, you know, radical change, and like a 360, and it helps me a lot, because, you know, it just gave me a different mindset, different perspective on how life is and how life works. So yeah, I'm gonna be transparent and say that, me, honestly, I've been noticing that my faith in Christ, you know, has been going down, because I've been doing that stuff. I've been doing stuff I shouldn't done, and it drives me away from God and my spiritual path. And financially, I've been also just, you know, been wasting money on things that I don't need. And typically, all the time, I see myself doing those things. Is, you know, good thing I'm aware of it, but at the end of the day, I have to change my ways. Another thing that I see myself, like, that I need to change is, you know, I'm lazy. You know, I don't wake up certain times I want to, in order to get things done and have a productive day. And that, you know, it comes a long way, being, you know, disciplined. Another thing that I really want to touch on is, one way to grow is to have accountability. I'm gonna say this one time: accountability is the number one thing you need in order to grow. Why is that? It comes hand in hand. You know, financially, emotionally, everything like that. Your characteristic will change if you're accountable. Why? Because you're mature and accept your failure and say, you know what, I messed up, but guess what? I'm gonna bounce back and change my ways. An example I could do is let's see, example I could have of accountability is in religious belief. Me in religion, I'm gonna take accountable that I have done many things that I shouldn't have done, and it reflects to others, perspective on how a Christian lives, and they will have a different mindset or different opinions on what Christianity is, because at the end of the day, they're probably thinking Christians are hypocrites. That's what I hear all the time. Which one can say that since they see people's actions on what they do with the religion. And I would take accountability. I've done many things wrong that I shouldn't have done if I want to be put out there as a Christian. And yes, I'll take that accountability and say that I did wrong and I gotta fix myself. And that's why I'm here making this video, to set an example. And it's just it started itching me every single time I did something wrong, and I see friends and family members see me doing those actions or activities that I shouldn't have been doing. And I'm gonna be transparent, and I will say it that those activities involving consuming alcohol at this young age. There's a lot of people in this age that comes in for part of the activities, drinking and being social about with it. And don't get me wrong, I do like those activities, but whenever I do those certain activities after, I just feel that guilt inside of me, and it just feels like I'm betraying God and Jesus, because I know I should be doing that, and it just drives me away from my faith, which is scary, because at the end of the day, it's the last thing I want to do. So yeah, I want to take accountability to that. And overall, my accountability on health. I'm lazy. I don't wake up on time. I eat things that I shouldn't be eating, that hurts my health. But yeah, that's what I want to say. If you don't have accountability, you can't grow. And why is that? Why is it so important to have accountability? It just comes hand in hand in the workplace. If someone tells you or criticizes you, like, hey, you did this wrong, and you just you just hate to admit that you're wrong, it just brings a bad picture of you. And hey, this guy does not own to their mistakes. In order to own for the mistakes, it just shows a different characteristic, and it shows you're a leader. And they're saying hey, I know I messed up and I'm sorry, but I won't do it again, and just change. One goal I have for you guys to do, and I myself as well, is to not be in the same situation you are a year later. For example, right, a year from now, God willingly, I will have my own place, have a truck that I could use for transportation, and also use my equipment for my job. And it's been working well, because a year ago today, or a year ago, and where I was in this position, I used to work at Taco Bell. I didn't have a car. I barely got my license. I was just living life and just going with the flow. At the end of the day, I just want to say I'm proud of myself, because I've been through so many situations in life where I just go with the flow, but I just feel myself slipping in a direction that I don't want to go, which I'm glad I'm aware of that, and I'm finally control myself and don't fall short, because that's the last thing I want to do, just fall short. That's my biggest fear, is to fall short and fail. I mean, I did fail in the past, and it did show me a lot of lessons, but I don't know, I'm just yapping right now, I'm sorry. But yeah, also I want to say, I'm about to go to work, set up appointments. Oh, and another thing I want to say to many people out there in the age where I'm at, 19 through 22. In this age, we gotta know that there's your time to make all the mistakes that you have to do. Because think about it, we don't have a family. We don't have our own place. We don't have that many bills to take care of. I mean, maybe we do have, but it's not, compared to, adults that are living in their own place and paying so many bills. So you got to put yourself in positions that, you know, that's going to be hard, but at the end that you look back and you're glad you make those decisions. For example, you know, at this job, I was working. Honestly, looking back to it, I didn't take it serious. I just knew I was going to get paid somehow without putting in the work, which is not the way to go. And then I got fired. When I got fired, I felt sad. But someone told me this quote. Shout out Paul, my brother-in-law. He told me this quote. And when I got fired, he said, you could be sad one day, you could be sad second day, but don't make it third day. So I just had that mindset to bounce back and, you know, and win and succeed. So what did I do? I got fired on Friday, had church the next day, and then Sunday I started applying to new places, and I got an interview. I got an interview the next day. Went to that interview, got hired, just like that. And we bounced back, started working at that job, had to start at square one. I knew it wasn't going to be easy, but I knew I was going to get better. So I started working my butt off day by day, 8 hours a day, and I started succeeding. And then I got a call back with my old job where I was working at before, and they want me back. And you know, this is my time to redeem myself and have redemption. And I still to this day I want to redeem myself and go all out and go beast mode. So yeah, that's just a story for you guys out there. You know, whatever situation you're at right now, you could bounce back. You could bounce back, and if you fail, you fail. At least you didn't. You got up and tried. There's so many people out there that, you know, have a plan, but just don't go for it because you're just scared of failure. And I mean, you know, I would say I'm scared of failure, but at the end of the day, I've learned so many things that I wanna. If I fail, I just know that's part of the process. Every single day that I used to do door to door, I used to get no's all the time. So I used to fail every single day. You know, having one day without any contracts was the worst feeling ever. I just feel like failure. But guess what? To wake up the next day and tell myself that, you know, I gotta redeem myself and get a W, get a dub. But yeah, I'm just yapping right now. That's all I have for you guys. Remember that if you want to grow, you gotta have accountability. If you want to succeed, you gotta have accountability. In your relationships, whether, you know, with your partner or with God, you gotta have accountability. You gotta reflect on the decisions that you've made. And if you think you messed up, at the end of the day, if you messed up, you messed up. But at least take accountability and say, hey, I messed up, but we're gonna pick each other up and bounce back. And you know what? You know who does that? Great leaders and successful people do that. So keep that in mind. And that's what I'm here for, you guys. And you know, there's gonna be many more videos I'm gonna make, so I can help you guys, you know, have a different mindset and grow and succeed. Oh yeah. For me outro. Thank you for you guys watching my video. Hopefully whatever I said made sense, because honestly I feel like looking back to those clips, I didn't really make a good point, but at least I'm trying. But you know, let me know some criticism in the comments so I can improve and give you guys better content and give you guys more inspiration. But right now, like I said before, I'm at work. I'm just setting up. I'm actually putting up someone in the calendar. I'm not sure you could show you, but yeah, just put their first names, last names, etc., etc., etc. Nothing too crazy. It's boring. But yeah, thank you guys again, and like, comment, subscribe, please. Roll to, let's make a goal. For this year, I want to hit at least 500 subscribers. 500 subscribers at least. That's possible, and anything's possible through God. But yeah, See you guys.
If you